Then we are doing this thing. We are live. We are recording. Cool.
We're recording, man. We're recording this.
Hey, yo, buddy. How you doing today?
I'm great, my friend. As always, man. As always.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to forgive the signal since you're sitting in sunny Mozambique. I'm jealous.
Right? Dude, it's so beautiful here. It's hot. I'm sitting in the sun just for you. Just to see everything.
Like a brew. Alright, so I wanted to chat today. I wanted to talk about how have you actually been recording this album? I know I gave you some good instructions and a bit of advice. But dude, I really didn't expect to get something that I could, print a record 6 months later with. So yeah, tell me, what is your trick, dude? What's your magic?
What's the trick? I wish it was like a trick. The first time, literally after you had sent all things to me and gave me all the advice on how to go about recording it. Especially after I figured out I had the app a year earlier, my Bandlab, and then a year later he showed me the same app, and I was like, okay, so obviously it works. Sean says it works, and yeah, it was funny because at first, when we first started, when we went through the Bluetooth speaker, you're like, nah, that's not gonna work so well. Eventually, after just putting the headphones on and opening up the app and pressing record, it was cool because I was reminiscing the old way we recorded in studio. But it was a bit of a challenge at the same time because I had to sit up cranked up next to the amp with this tiny aux cable from my headphone to the phone, with the phone kneeling on my knee and having dialing in the volume of the amp at the same time. So it was very tricky, but at my part, when tracks are coming through, I actually like the sound of it, and I get a better tone on the amp. I was like, wow, okay, this is working. If Sean's happy with it, I'm happy, man. Let's just keep going.
I mean, we know the only problem, and that's your amp, which needs to die an honorable death. We will build it a Viking ship, and we will burn that piece of trash because it should not be allowed to still squeal with so much feedback and noise like it does. But no, okay, so that's just our gear problem, we know that. But the recordings, dude, just to simplify for people watching, Bandlab is an app on your cell phone, and the only microphone Jordan's using is just your earbud microphone, and then that one to speak there. And he's playing 2-click along to backing tracks here recorded professionally. And we were hoping just for scratch tracks, just something to give the other guys something to play along to. And it just, with a little bit of processing, a little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression. I also think you are using a proper app, so we're getting a wave recording. We're not on a cell phone MP3 setting. That's when you get horrible cell phone recordings.
True.
What I really want to ask you about is, like you said, you're used to the studio thing, and there we make your life nice and comfortable. Everything's neat, and you've got a space to sit, and you can hear everything clear and no latency.
Indeed. Yeah, damn, the latency in the beginning, that was a minute.
Yeah, you have to do that on the app. You go through the latency sync feature, and you just do that every now and then just to make sure. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with that test. So, you shouldn't just set it up the first time and think it's going to work forever. You buy a new pair of headphones, you sit in a room with a bit more room noise. I'm not quite sure what they listen to there, but I do it as often as I need to. The thing I wanted to ask you though, okay, so the studio is nice and comfortable and all of that. Now, you've got a microphone that isn't designed to record a guitar amp. So I'm particularly curious to know how you managed to, like you say, fit it in, crouched there. But actually also as an engineer, I kind of want to know, where was that microphone? Did you have it center cone? Did you have it side cone? Did you honestly just have it on you as comfortable as it was and the amp is just that loud? I know that's the other thing with you.
Yeah, funny. It was actually just more or less of the last one. It was just the amp was that loud. You know, I love playing loud in any way.
Yeah.
So I sat as close as I could to the amp, and I just had it loud. But thinking of it like in technical terms, like what you would say side cone or center cone, I was most of the time like more towards the side, like the amp more facing directly, like more direct center of my room, and I was like more to the side, like to the left side of it. So that really it was just me sitting in front of the amp. Really, I wasn't more thinking about how to get it. Just like if I can do the sound as loud as I can, as best as I can, for sure to work with that. But I went for, and really there was not much thoughts. It was just like trying to get it done. And every time you came back to saying it, was like, "Wow, dude, this is great. This is great. Just keep doing what you're doing." I'm like, okay.
I think you've stumbled onto a really good method though, because the science behind it, those microphones that we wear, they are omni-directional. And that means they have two special features where the one is they will record in a spherical shape, a perfect circle. They collect sound from all angles.
Yeah.
So the other thing is they're very sensitive. So if you had actually center coned on that microphone and that quality of microphone, because it can't handle the SPL that's coming out of an instrument, or even sometimes I hear the singers clip them. You've got it slightly more. We have our first feline appearance. Why, thank you, sir.
Hey.
All right, we know this is a cat-friendly studio. Yes, thank you, sir. Move your tail. So yes, that microphone is an omnidirectional microphone, so you can move further away. The other thing is it doesn't benefit from a close mic scenario. So an omnidirectional mic, when you put it closer, it doesn't get warmer. It doesn't have more bass and have more tone. So it's actually the same thing. If you take an omnidirectional mic at a meter away and you turn the amp up double, that's why you're getting a good, clean recording. And it sounds a lot bigger than I thought it would. And that's also why, because you're getting a good blend of the direct amp and the room tone. So that's just a good method you've stumbled across. All the checks and balances are in place, and the technology is limited, but the results are workable.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like literally, like this was like the way I like really only like also started like thinking about centering of how I was sitting was only more or less now towards how we started getting near the end of the recording for the record, you know. You like to try this out. But seriously, in the initial beginning, I was like, okay, let me just sit here and do this and like just bang it out, you know. That's practically it. But more towards the end of the recordings, especially like after we started doing bearings and all that, that's when I actually kind of started thinking a little bit more like when you asked me, it's like, dude, can I just change the positioning a bit to, just get a bit different taste of sounds and stuff.
It came out great, buddy. It came out really great.
Oh yeah. Great partner in crime, man. What can I say? Behind every great rock star is an evil genius in the behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. Sweet dude, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for the lesson. You taught me something today.
Cool, dude. No worries. Thank you for the call and everything, man. This is fucking great. We're just gonna have to go like be that.
Yeah, no. I must say the audio is sounding really bad. I'm gonna have to subtitle everything you said, but maybe we should find a better time of day to do this for such a long distance video call. But yeah, dude, thanks for taking the time out. Go practice.
No,
what are you doing in the sunlight? Go practice. Who do you think you are? You're not famous yet.
I'm still just, man. It's an everyday thing, you know.
Like it, dude. You have a great day, yeah?
Thanks. Check you a bit later, yeah?
The whiskey, every chick in the crowd getting frisky. Backstreet Hollywood kid, not quite sure what he did. always laid it up on the strip.